I want to work with you through an example in which the production have constant returns to scale because something unique and interesting happened in that case. So suppose, to be concrete, that we have 10 firms and that the cost function for firm F as a function of the quantity produced is just FQ. So the firm 1 has a production function of 1Q, the firm number 2 of 2Q, etc. Question, with that information, compute the equilibrium price. At this point, your reaction may be, Professor Rangel, with all due respect, you lost all of your marbles. It is official. And I want to tell you, that may be the case, but think again. Because you have enough information to compute the price for this specific case of constant returns to scale. Let's see why. This is a case in which marginal cost is constant and equal to F. So we know that the supply of any firm at price P is just going to be equal to this. 0 up to, so 0 up to F and then any amount. We saw that before. And in fact, we get a bunch of this supply curves. This is for firm 1. So at F equals, at a price equals 1. Then we get a similar one that crosses here at a price equals 2 for the second firm, etc. Okay? Now, given that, what is the aggregate supply for the firm? Now, horizontal addition has to be applied carefully here or you will get nonsense. The key thing to notice is that at any price we want to add horizontally, but what happens when we reach this price is that firm 1 is willing to supply any amount including to infinity. So somehow the next step at which we have to add the entry of the second firm or any point up here is at infinity. That means that the relevant part of the aggregate supply curve is just this. That is a supply in the market for the firms at any price P. Now, this is quite intuitive because consumers are not going to be willing to buy from a firm that sells at a higher price where another one is willing to sell any amount at a cheaper price. That is also why that is the relevant supply, aggregate supply function. Now, I claim that that has to be equal to the equilibrium price, regardless of what the demand function is, and the answer is quite intuitive because it doesn't really matter what the demand function is here, 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 or there. They always cross the aggregate supply function at that price P star equals 1. So I have not lost my marbles quite yet. We were able to compute the equilibrium price without knowing the details of the demand side of the market, and that is a very unique feature of the constant returns to scale. Notice one additional nice feature or economic intuition that I want to highlight and that we will come back to later in the first welfare theorem. Market forces have generated all of the production to the firm, in this case firm 1, that can produce at the cheapest marginal cost.